If you have enough people that want what you offer, they're going to start giving more stuff in order to get your attention, get your contract, get your whatever. So her question is, everybody is saying their compensation's going up, but in South Florida it's going down. So John's got a house for me right now that we cannot sell. I bought it through cash offer. We're reducing it below what I sold. We can't even get a freaking showing. So compensation is going down because everything needs to be negotiated down. If I had him at 3%, I guarantee you I would bring him to 2 for all the price reductions. Then I'd bring him to 1, then I'd bring him to flat fee. And that's what's happening because Florida is a unique peninsula of its own, that there's way too much inventory, nobody's willing to move. We've got insurance issues, we've got the double hurricane problem, we've got Canadians own houses and they freaking hate Trump, and all of that shit that's going on. There's a whole lot of stuff that Florida is in its own market. How many of you are from Florida, by the way? Okay, so we're seeing a lot more inventory, so you're going to see downward pressure when shit's hard to sell. Unfortunately, you need more money to sell the house. You need more marketing in order to make that happen, but you will see downward pressure unless you're able to get those properties sold the right way. So when we have, like wherever Bent is, he just listed that deal for $2.9 million. I think it expired at 3.4 or something like that. So to get a $500,000 price reduction is huge. And that's just having the conversation up front. So, you know, he was texting me because he's in my private group. So he was just texting me like, hey, I got this appointment tomorrow, what should I do? I said, here's what you do. Don't wait till you get to the kitchen table. While you're going through the tour, man, I haven't looked at comps yet, but I gotta ask, like if somebody brought you 2.6, would you take it? I don't know, do you think that's what it's worth? I don't know, I haven't even looked, I was just curious. Would you guys take 2.6? Well, I suppose we would. Now you have data for when you sit down at the kitchen table that you can, now if they say, hell no, I think we were underpriced last time, now you know what to deal with when you get to the kitchen table. So that casual walkthrough isn't for you to see the house, it's for you to feel them out a little bit, to find out where their mind is so you can meet them where they're at when you sit at the kitchen table. So working on those things, but those couple of text messages he had with me are how we were able to get that deal. Now, the way we positioned ourselves beforehand gets us not only the $500,000 reduction, they paid 5% to the last guy, they're paying 7% to us. So we're able to show, like, you know, we charge 7%. Oh my gosh, the last guy only charges 5. No, he didn't. He charged you nothing. He charged you 6 months of misery and $500,000 in lost price because the markets went down. I'm telling you what I charge to sell it. I don't charge anything to list it. So when you have that language down, that makes a huge difference for getting them assigned. They interviewed 4 or 5 realtors. We're not going to make the mistakes we did last time. Now we get the lower price and the higher commission, and we'll end up selling the thing in a couple of weeks, hopefully, and look like a genius. But it's just those saying the right things to get the desired outcome when you get to the table. Does that make sense? So the marketing you had before you got there, and then what you said during the tour is so much more important than what you do when you sit down. It's not the presentation or the flip chart or the whatever you're doing.
Look, we got an offer, and they're going with the second one. What do you do in that case?
So,
and she was
from
really
an
upset,
ethics
by the way.
perspective, so her question is, she got a contract. The seller said, man, we're brand new on the market. Can we get an extension till tomorrow in case something else comes in? Something else comes in, and the second offer was better, and they took it. You feel kind of bad. You got to call the other agent. Hey, sorry, we took the other one. My opinion is, I get paid on commission. Compensation. It identifies as something else now. So I get paid compensation based on the sales price. I want to get it as high as possible, and that's representing my seller's best interest too. So I would at least tell them, hey, we have multiple offers. You have 3 hours. You have 1 hour to tell me if you'd like to raise your offer or not.
That's good.
Now, Mr. Seller, the highest offer we have is $370. If you will give me permission to call this guy at $365 and physically tell him we have an offer at $370, we'll see if we can get more. But I'll tell the guy at $370, I'm calling the other guy to tell him your offer is best right now. Do you want to increase your offer? And I'll give everybody a chance to come higher. Because again, I only represent one person. That buyer don't like that, that buyer should have came to me. Make sense? So now we can get more for our seller. They're going to get an extra $4,000 or $5,000, and we were ethically, we had the integrity that we needed to say, hey, best offer is going to win. You want to give it or you don't. right? If you have enough people that want what you offer, they're going to start giving more stuff in order to get your attention, get your contract, get your whatever. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.